What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Hope you are having an absolutely fantastic kick butt day today so far. So guys, I know I'm having a good day because we are going to be witnessing some insane gameplay in today's video by the one and only CryingMan. If you didn't hear by now, he's the very first person to get Frank to rank 35, mind you, before the set of balance changes that we just received not too long ago. And I gotta tell you guys, it's really fun to watch his Frank gameplay. He has a certain mastery over him that is very uncanny. It's hard to find really good Frank players out there. As well as, if you haven't heard of CryingMan, make sure to go check out his links in the description down below. He's a really good pro player. He's been one of the best pro players on the pro scene for a very long time. It's like the type of gameplay that you watch and you're just like, yeah, this guy just is leaps and bounds better than a lot of the other pro players inside the community. So be ready, guys. This is gonna be awesome. Let's hop straight away into it. Here we go. Okay guys, so heading into our very first match of the Beast CryingMan with Frank, DJ Frank at that, one of the coolest skins in the game if you ask me. CryingMan's going to be using the first star power, which is probably the best in Brawl Ball. The extra health doesn't really, is good, but it doesn't really make that much of an impact compared to the first one, especially since people tend to group up a lot in Brawl Ball. You get a lot of value out of that extra damage that he has. But as you can see, very quick early goal. We're trying to get some self-dribble with the Piper. Another thing to keep in mind is that CryingMan is playing with randoms. And I'm really intrigued to see if he can just carry the games, because he is a wicked good Frank. You'll see some mechanics that he does in the games that not a lot of people do. Sometimes you see it with Bull, where basically he'll double tap, or he'll pass the ball up against the wall, and in the millisecond between him not having it, he'll shoot a shot. And since Frank has such crazy fast reload speed, the double ammo that it takes really doesn't matter that much. But here we go. It is a 2v1 situation. CryingMan does have super. We'll see what he does here. If he kicks away, that's a juicy super right there. Never mind. Just resetting here. We do have the lead, so it is in our best interest just to play defense at this point. And that bubble literally coming within inches of killing that Leon. Before the Piper goes down, able to take out the Leon, which is really good pickup. CryingMan hiding behind the little bit of walls that he has left, but you really only need a few to minimize the damage coming in. That Leon might be a problem here. He does have super. The BB's able to take out the Leon, but again, he does have super, so he can come into the fight. But it would be cool on our end because we'll be able to see where he is once he does go invisible. So it looks like CryingMan is just playing defense. He's not letting them pass. He's that wall. Never mind. He's making a push, and I believe it's because he saw the BB pushing in. So use that aggression and a little bit of flex trick shot there at the end. You gotta love it. Next one. Heading into match number 2, the randoms that we have on our team are 2 shotgunners, Daryl as well as Shelly. Pretty dang good counters to that Primo there. But we are kind of tank heavy. The Rico might be able to get some good value on us, but we do have a lot of walls to hide behind with the Rico, so we'll see what happens here. CryingMan does have the first star power activated, taking out the Tara, and the only one left is the Rico to pick up the whole team wipe, but the ball is in the middle. They managed to clear before they all died. So we'll see what happens here. Frank's still enraged by the super, or the first star power. He lost it. He has the ball. He has super. Let's see if he can make something happen. Full team wipe. 3 people left on their team. Things are looking very nice. Primo does have super, so we gotta look out for that. As you all know, with Primo and his super, I guess if they play it right, I guess the Primo doesn't have star power, so it's not that crazy big a deal. If they had Meteor Rush, or the Primo had Meteor Rush, it might be a different story. Nice save by CryingMan, hitting that Tara and the Primo at the same time, stopping everything there. And we have first star power activated, and that is the game. Quick matches. Next one. Heading into match number 3, we're up against another BB, a Rico, and a Bull. One thing to keep in mind about BB is she's a pretty dang solid counter to Frank with that home run bat. It's kind of insane if you really think about it that a basic attack mechanic, the home run bat, can reset a super. So Frank's super, while he's in it, you can use the home run bat to knock it away and disrupt the super. But as you can see, enemy team off to an early lead right off the get-go. Frank is, or I should say CryingMan is going to have to get that super, I think, to start making some waves here. The Ems does have super. Looks like Jesse's botting out maybe a little bit. I'm not sure here. This is the risky run with randoms, but it's fun to see a pro like CryingMan kind of putting the team on the back. Looks like he wasted the super there. Not too big a deal. Jesse's doing really, really good at maximizing damage there with the chain shots from the basic attack, and now it's just M's. This map is really good for Rico for the defense part of it. Those bounce shots near the goal are freaking devastating. So we'll see what CryingMan does against the BB. Able to take her out, and I mean, Frank is a walking wall, so he can just walk it straight in. No Rico super can take down that man. Now it's tied 1-1 with 1 minute and 15 seconds remaining in the match. So here we go. Let's see. Resetting here. Jesse trying to make something happen, but that's not going to do. Nothing's really going to come of that. Now there's an opening in the middle. He manages to take out the BB. He supers onto the bow. Takes out the bow. And I believe CryingMan is going to pass it over. Or does he not trust the... Okay, jukes the home run bat. And he walks it in with 672 HP left. OP. Okay, guys, so heading into the next one, we got Mortis v. Mortis team comp here. But the Shelly is a pretty hard counter to two of our characters, Frank and Mortis. So it can be a little bit tricky here. But that theory goes out the window. Easy goal with a full team wipe. All our teammates alive on that first one. Things are looking really, really good for us. Shelly does have super now, though. Let's see. Frank not able to catch that first star power activation on that Shelly at the last second, but I don't think it's that big a deal. We have super. We might be able to make something work. He's waiting for the Shelly to spawn in to get the 3. An easy goal. I shouldn't say easy. 140 HP left. This is easy for him. Man, after that last match, it's pretty easy to tell why a lot of pro players invest so much time into Brawl Ball. The fast matches, the quick trophies that it can provide is pretty freaking crazy. That was like a 30-second match. 8 trophies for 30 seconds. That's crazy, crazy, crazy. So here we go. CryingMan pushing. It's 3v1. We just have a Rico standing between us and the goal, but the 2 other teammates spawned in. The only real person... Oh, he tried to do that mechanic that we were talking about earlier. There we go. Opening that right side up just by drifting to the left there a little bit. The only real person that I guess is a threat is that Leon for the DPS that he has. But I guess the Rico can have some DPS. But, I mean, when you are on, like, goal side of the enemy team with full health with Frank, you can just walk it in. It's pretty easy for him at that point. Whoa! Okay, Rico, or I should say Leon super, super close to going down there. Nita throws down Bear for a little bit of defense, and Tick is playing all the way in the back, trying to do what he can. He's going down to the Rico shot. Frank's got the ball. Is he going to clear it? Looks like that might be a goal. Never mind. Nita says otherwise. He's going to stay alive long enough for Tick to spawn back in. We need CryingMan back in the game, back in the fight. We trust CryingMan to do this, and he goes for the team wipe. Normally, I feel like I would if I was playing that Brawl Ball match, which is a good thing that we're watching these today so I can learn a little bit. But I would have probably cleared that ball in that situation, but he just tapped it over and went for the kills. I would have just tried to walk it away, get the heck out of there, you know. But these guys, they know what they're doing. So here we go. Easy, easy games, guys. That one was 1 minute and 10 seconds, but still. Okay, guys, so a few more remaining. I believe 2 more matches, and oh my goodness, that value. 1 shot, 1 super. Full team wipe, too much freaking pressure, and the Mortis misses. Okay, let's score! Score! That always gets me so anxious when people BM like that. I'm like, oh, they're spawning it, dude. Quickly. Okay, so Frank has super. We'll see what he does. They're just grouping up for him. They're just grouping up for him. Passes right up to Mortis. That was, we're at 31 seconds. 32-second match. Okay, that was 33 seconds. Wow. Okay, everyone, rounding the corner to our final match. We're up against a Poco, a Mortis, and a Rico. Man, I feel like Rico has been the most popular brawler on this map so far. It's a really, really good map for him, of course, but, and as you all know, he did just get a buff in the last set of balance changes, so he's pretty good right now. So it makes sense. CryingMan coming in. Can he die? Oh my goodness, the save, the defense. Oh my gosh. I don't know if that Mortis was BMing there too. Was he spinning? Was he spinning because he knew he was going to score a goal or something like that, or he thought he was going to? Let's see if we will see the mechanic. There it is! The OP mechanic. That's how you score a goal with Frank. Kind of similar to the same kind of mechanic that Shelly and Colt can do, where they pass it and then use their super, but I guess it takes a little bit more finesse with Frank, where you have to kick it and pass it back to yourself, and then kick it in. So here we go. We are winning 1-0. He's breaking walls. Maybe he was supering the Primo because he's mad he didn't give him the ball. CryingMan would do something like that. All right, here we go. Let's see. Rico with a super that literally didn't hit anyone on the team. You can't trust the randoms, man. You can't. That should be a goal. Yep, there we go. So 1-1, ending on a little bit more of a nail biter here at the end. We do have super, so we'll see what we can do with that. And Poco's AFK. Anticlimactic, but GG's. Okay, everybody, that's going to be a wrap for the video today. Frank is one of my absolute favorite brawlers to watch in a good pro player's hands, just because I'm not that insanely good with Frank. I find him super wonky. His mechanics are so slow. It's hard to play. It takes a lot of practice, so it's really commendable seeing CryingMan being able to reach rank 35 with a brawler like Frank, especially when he was super underwhelming in the meta beforehand. I mean, he did only get a health buff, which isn't that crazy, like good or anything like that, but I guess it helped him out a little bit. A buff is a buff. But yeah, guys, hopefully you all enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to slap a like on it. Really appreciate that. With that being said, make sure to keep having fun, Brawl Stars, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace out.